I am TNT, and this is Here, Hold My Boobs. Yep, I said hi. My name is TNT. You can just call me T. And this show's called Here, Hold My Boobs. A show where I grapple with heavy boobs and not wanting to put plastic or spandex or stuff on my body that's gross. So today I'm using this scarf, and then I had this on, but I don't want it to be squeezed, and this was squeezing me, so now it's just around my neck. And I don't really want my boobs squeezed right now, so that's where we're at. But I hadn't read anything in a while, and I was thinking about busting out a geology textbook. But when I went to the pile, this is the book that jumped out. So I guess we'll read this one. You like my crown? I think it's cool. The top part is the broken strawberry moon, which I had on as a mask. It hangs from as a mask, but I put it over the top and it like sits nicely like a hat. It's like a cool addition to the crown. I dig it. So here's a little book. Let's see. Let's read whatever we opened to. Wonder if it's backwards. You backwards? Let's reverse you. No, we don't want to do that. I'll just read it. Chapter overview. Let's see, what are we open to here? Oh, look. A little green piece. Stop nuclear. That's cool. So here we have chemistry in context. A textbook from my pile of textbooks. You ever need to read from your pile of textbooks for once in a while? Just like glance at it and be like, wow, once upon a time, I understood a lot of this. And now I remember less, but I have the book. So I'm gonna, let's read this quote. It is the responsibility of our generation to take care of the waste generated by nuclear power. We have the technique needed to store the fuel, but we cannot get any farther if our method is not accepted by the public and politicians. Our work is obstructed by those claiming to express major concern about the waste, whilst at the same time actively seeking to prevent us from gaining further knowledge. Statement of Scientists at the European Nuclear Society's 1998 conference. 1998, quoted in this text. So, let's see. There we have it about nuclear. Still seeking solutions. Maybe. Hopefully somebody somewhere is still seeking solutions. That's my hope. Let's see. I feel like we definitely just need to stop wasting energy, you know? I just found a bookmark I used to really enjoy looking at. It's a Van Gogh. I believe I picked it up at the MFA back in the day. It's a good one. Where did I get it? Yep, MFA. Ravine, Vincent van Gogh. Wish I knew which page it fell out of. That's the one I'd read you right away. Let's read The Testimony of Time. I'm gonna sit down. The Testimony of Time. In the 4.5 billion years that our planet has existed, its atmosphere and climate have varied widely. Evidence from the composition of volcanic gases suggests the concentration of carbon dioxide in the early atmosphere of the Earth was perhaps 1,000 times what it is today. Much of the CO2 dissolved in the oceans, became incorporated in rocks such as limestone, which is calcium carbonate, or CaCO3. But the high concentration of carbon dioxide also made possible the most significant event in the history of our planet. Although the sun's energy output was 25 to 30% less than it is today, the ability of CO2 to trap heat kept the Earth sufficiently warm to permit the development of life. As early as 3 billion years ago, the oceans were filled with primitive plants, such as cyanobacteria. Like their more sophisticated descendants, these simple plants were capable of photosynthesis. They were able to use chlorophyll to capture sunlight and use its energy to combine carbon dioxide gas and water to form more complex molecules, such as glucose. Oh, that's satisfying to read, right? You ever need a refresher on just like the basic stuff, like turning the sun's energy into photosynthesizing? We have the power, we have the capacity. Plants heal us, trees heal us, oxygen is good for us. All of these things are so healthful and good to remember and be amongst, you know. I do like long to be among the trees lately. And luckily I do have, they're not totally extinct, although they feel exceedingly rare and threatened everywhere, but especially around me. It does feel again like the clear cut is never done. They just keep hunting. It's depressing, to be honest. But you can find little specks of dirt. I have trees growing in my garden. I went and stood under the hummingbird vine this morning and watched the bees, which I really enjoy doing. It's moving. I haven't seen hummingbirds maybe years ago, but not lately. I do hope they come, and I'm just not there at the right time, or I'm not looking at the right moment. I hope they can find it. And it spreads so thoroughly. It's in, you know, a lot of the beds now, and I have to fight it back all season and defend the hollyhock and defend the irises. But sometimes I'm tempted to just let it take over. I have let it grow in a few places. I kind of like the idea of letting it grow over the deck and creating an awning of hummingbird vine. Right now, it's grown over the roof of my shed, and it creates this really lovely canopy of orange, and it's really making the bees really happy. And it hangs over so that I can stand under and be in this canopy of orange hummingbird flowers and bees, and they just let me be there. And it's nice to observe. I have morning glories blooming, so there's this orange, and the tiger lilies are in bloom, so there's more orange. Little pops of color. It's nice to just be among the flowers. It is very grounding, and it's gratifying, you know, to have disentangled a few vines and relocated them and have them flower. There's nothing like flowers. They bring us a special joy. Brought in 3 yellows from the driveway garden, and it just brightens up the whole house, brightens up the room. It's like bringing in the sun. Thank goodness for it. Thank goodness for a little pop of yellow you can bring inside and sit on your table or next to your sink. It's a gift. It's a gift to photosynthesize. Thank the plants. I love oxygen. Sometime soon I want to be in a forest or find my way. It feels so far and difficult, and a longing that has been lingering for so long that it's painful. But it feels difficult to reach or impossible to escape. That's just a habit of thought I haven't managed to overcome, is believing that there are obstacles. Maybe there aren't. I think I just make them for myself. I should start producing chlorophyll instead, or ask the plants I ingest to do it with me. They do, right? This is my crown. I like your name, the old helmet. What sort of helmet do you don? Is it as cool as mine? I doubt it. Hey, Chris Holmes. I'm a weirdo. Definitely. Do you have a crown? I try to get weirder every day. It's a goal. Thank you for the observation. Welcome. I hope you get weird sometime. Seems like maybe you're basic. Just an observation. I'm definitely a weirdo. My name's T. Have a good day.